Way. What the hell is going on here? Sorry about that, you guys. I don't know what the hell happened. All right. I do not know what happened there, y'all. Sorry about that. Of course, everything stopped. I didn't even stop it. All right, you guys. Okay, I'm back. How's it going? All right, you guys. Okay, I'm back. How's it going? All right, you guys. Okay, I'm back. Not know what just happened. All right, so we are off to some golf. Let's go there. Of course. No. Yep, that way again. All right. In game.
Presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Daybreak Classic is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group today.
Hey guys, yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing these two go at it again. It was a great rivalry first time round, and now, more so than ever, they're going to want to beat each other.
Who delivers when it matters most? That's the joy of any rivalry. And this is a good one to win. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Setting up here from about 145 yards.
This one's going right at the pin here.
Ooh, look at that shot. Look at that shot.
Colin Morikawa looking a little nervous after that shot.
A birdie putt awaits.
Ooh, birdie.
For the event. Let's see what happens here on the second hole.
Nice birdie in the last hole for a change. First one of the day. They needed it desperately. Now, next hole, looking for more.
Oh, that was horrible.
Now, that looked pretty good the whole way.
No, it didn't.
Now over to Colin Morikawa.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Setting up this putt 30 feet from the cup. Looking for another birdie here.
This one looking really good.
Oh, look at that putt.
It's a long-range bomb, and with it, puts extra strain on the person chasing behind them. Oh, that was a touch of class. I wouldn't mind seeing that again.
They got their putting boots on here. Look at how this ball rolls end to end. Thing of beauty.
Yes, I know. It was a great putt.
Currently has a share of second place. And the third hole here at Old Marina Golf Club looks very familiar, Rich. Par 4, playing 444 yards.
Luke, if you're a fan of Pebble Beach Golf Links, you're absolutely going to love this hole. Just 444 yards from the back tees. Driver really isn't necessary, as there is out of bounds over on the right-hand side that comes into play in a hurry. Just avoid the bunkers on the left-hand side. Find the fairway. Second shot plays slightly uphill. It actually looks like an infinite edge pull. It's really difficult to judge distance control with that second shot. Still a great hole, one you dearly love to make birdie on.
This is one of those lengthy putts. Good one just to get close.
Little birdie look in here.
Ooh, nice lag putt, though.
That's a bit disappointing. This putt's about 4 feet from the hole.
There we go.
And that finds him in a share of second. Teeing off here at the 4th. And after that par, they're looking for something good here. Oh, good drive. That one should find the fairway. Sitting at 2 under par in a share of second spot. Opting for the 3-wood. This looks to be heading to the green. Oh, I love this type of courage, Rich. Going forward in 2.
2 big hits there, knocking it on this par 5 and 2.
And back to the play, shall we? This putt for top spot on the leaderboard. Go on, get in the hole.
Oh, eagle.
That'll play. And top spot on the leaderboard to boot.
Nice eagle.
Now leading by 1 shot. Well, there's some real momentum with this player, coming off an eagle at the last. Oh, well done. Well, this will be a big putt to make. A birdie always nice, but particularly when it's a 2. Ah, that's frustrating. Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
That's outstanding. Mark that down on the highlight reel. Well, that's got to have some impact on the scoreboard. Let's take a look. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead.
Of course I am.
Here we are at the 6th hole. This one's looking good off the tee. That should find the short stuff. And he's down there.
You're going to need 1 or 2 clubs more because this green is sitting up.
Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. Yeah, that's a good line. That should find the surface. Oh, this will be good for the momentum. Let's make this birdie putt. That's well holed. And that will take him to 5 under. And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. Here we have a par 5. Well struck. Second shot here on the 7th. Going with the 5-wood.
Oh, it didn't sit. Gonna run right away. Look at that shit.
Better bring their binoculars. Gonna have a hard time seeing the hole from there.
This is an extremely long putt. You might even have to hinge on this one. Oh, that's too bad. Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here.
This for a birdie run.
Nice one. 4th birdie of the day. That's a momentum maker, isn't it?
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
Trying to get to 3 under par with this putt. And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage.
Oh, Joe's on.
We've reached the 8th hole. Opting for the 5-wood. Great ball striking. It's a thing of beauty.
Another green in regulation. This is an absolute clinic.
And a chance for a spot in the top 20 on the leaderboard. That one had eyes for it the whole way.
Oh yeah, that's huge. Oh, that celebration, that's a little spicy. I don't know if these two are going to be talking now.
An opportunity for a birdie here. It's half a chance of being holed, this one. And that's for birdie. Well holed. And that will take him to 7 under. He's currently sitting in first place. The 9th hole here, though, at Old Marina Golf Club is a strong one, a really tough test to finish the opening 9. A par 4 stretching 466 yards.
For those who like to work the golf ball from left to right, you're going to have to take a little bit of a chance by aiming over that hazard on the left-hand side. But if you find the fairway, boy, I tell you what, that's a fantastic feeling because this hole has got so much beauty. I love the second shot, the bunkers on the front, but I love how the green runs away on the left-hand side. The design of this hole, especially the green, is absolutely amazing.
Oh, he's on fire today, building upon his lead, hole after hole. And with that, he'll move to 8 under par. Awesome play. Well, Rich, this is the pivotal final 9 coming up, and the players perfectly positioned. They've given themselves a chance.
Yeah, no time to start thinking about that lead, Luke. They got to keep their head down and keep going forward. Cannot think about that lead or people will pass them.
From around 180 yards out. Now a 3-shot lead over the field.
This one looks to be on a pretty good line.
Look at that.
Now over to Colin Morikawa.
Birdied their last hole.
Okay, let's get back to the action. A 7-footer right here.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
It was on a good line.
Oh, what the hell?
And that should secure the par on this one. Sitting at -8 for the tournament. Two great shots are required here because this hole is a long par 4. Playing this shot from around 120 yards. And choosing the 8-iron here.
Has got this thing dialed in here, looking good.
Getting ready to play their 3rd. Currently leading by 3.
Make that 4.
Absolutely remarkable. What a shot.
Chip in for birdie. That's always a nice feeling.
That is.
And it's time to recap that play.
This one was a great chip in. I could watch this all day.
Our leader is currently enjoying a 4-stroke advantage. And now stepping onto this par 3 hole.
What the? Talking about some bullshit here.
And he's down there. You got to read.
If this goes in, this is going to be putt of the century. This is huge.
That's disappointing. Putting for a par now.
This is looking solid. What they wanted.
Yeah, good job. Nice par. Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
And after that effort, that's how it looks. And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. Quite often the hardest hole in golf, a long par 4. Yeah, this is a quality looking shot, this one. That should find the short stuff. Time for the second shot here at the 13th. Going with the 6-iron here. Oh, that's a great shot and sets up a birdie look here at the 13th.
And a fantastic look upcoming.
And back to the course with the live action. 9 feet to the cup. Oh, that had eyes for it. Lovely shot.
Look at that. Birdie again.
Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard after that effort. Next up is this par 4 hole.
That is absolutely spot on.
Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
Now he's eyeing up around 160 here.
That's right out of the copybooks. Exquisite.
Gotta like their chances from there.
A wonderful putt. You can claim it. Back-to-back birdies.
Back-to-back birdies, move in the right direction there, Luke.
Leading by 4 strokes after that one.
The lead is getting bigger and bigger.
It's time for a one-shotter. Chosen the pitching wedge here.
All right, we're going with an extra club here.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Can't be too aggressive here. Take your medicine and move on. This is down the hill.
And down it goes. 12 under the card now with the stretch to play.
12 under.
Whew, that is some pretty good breathing room. Out in front by a bunch.
And now teeing off on this par 4 hole.
Really hoping they play this one aggressively.
And this from the greenside rough. Oh, that's great. It just missed the hole. Now over to Colin Morikawa.
He's happy, just came off a birdie.
Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. Okay, steady now. Just 6 feet between he and the hole.
This is what they have left for par.
Nice little putt to hole, that one. And now that finds him in first place.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on?
That should find the fairway. 4 victories so far this season. And here we are with the 3rd shot. Trying to move to 13 deep here with this putt. Looking really good, this one. An opportunity to make their par. The putt drops, and we're moving on. Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. What a lovely position to be in, holding the lead, playing the last. Good luck. This looks to be heading for the cut stuff. This one from about 160 yards out. Oh, what a wonderful play. Leading with intent.
It has been fantastic to watch all week long. This player is dialed in.
Well, how about that? They get the victory, and in fine fashion too.
That was absolutely sensational, and what a life-changing moment it can be winning. And I gotta say, impressive week all around from that player. Happy for him.
Here we go. I'll be right back, y'all.
It's been Henny.
Daybreak Classic champion. 13 under. I had 8. Giant lead. Ooh, Torrey Pines.
2K Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Farmers Insurance Open is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hey Luke, I'm very happy to be covering this featured group's play this week. It's going to be fire, let me tell you. There seems to be quite the rivalry starting between these two players.
Yeah, she's a born winner, isn't she, Brooke Henderson? This is going to be a tough rivalry, but one if you can win will certainly build your confidence.
That's not cool.
Just missed. 6 feet remaining to the cup. Oh, what a stroke. Starting the round at even par.
That's a rock solid par right there.
He finds himself currently tied for 9th. The second, a short par 4, one that the players like to take on these days, Rich. A good birdie look here.
They do. It used to be where you laid back on top of the hill and took a wedge, 9-iron sometimes for your second shot, but a lot of players now are challenging that bunker down the right-hand side, getting as far down there as possible, and just having a flick with a sand wedge in for their seconds.
Crushed it.
Yep, that'll work. That's fine.
Lovely effort, that. What do we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
It's been so tight. She's tied here with her rival. And can she pull ahead now?
Okay, time to return to the action. This putt coming up is for birdie. Oh, well
Birdie.
played. Solid play finds that player moving up the leaderboard after that hole. There are so many stunning golf holes on this entire property, and this third, the par 3 downhill, certainly one of the elite holes on the course.
It might be stunning to look at, but it is painful. Can be extremely painful to play. Downhill all the way. When they tuck the pin over on the left-hand side, forget about it.
Boom, birdie.
Hit it there. Only when the pin is on the center or the right part of the green should you be taking dead aim. Other than that, center of the green all day long.
Currently a couple under for the event.
Gotta like it. Moving up the leaderboard, never a bad thing.
One of the hardest holes on the entire property is the par 4 fourth, Rich. It is a strong, demanding hole right from tee to green.
Very picturesque, this 4th hole. Pacific Ocean directly to the golfer's left-hand side. Don't be sucked in by the views, however. You want no part of that. And you certainly don't want any part of that fairway bunker down the right-hand side either. Find the fairway, and you've got a good chance at knocking it on this green in 2. Be wary, though. Anything long and left on this green is no good.
Long and left, no good. Got it.
Scorecard filled with 3s never hurts. Good putt to make this. Yeah, that looked to be a bit of a misread. Just 4 feet remaining between him and the hole.
This is what they have left for a par.
Just 2 shots back after that hole. There's a real premium on your tee shots here at Torrey Pines South Course. Keeping ball in fairways critical, and that is illustrated also by the par 4 fifth.
This fairway cambers from left to right, which helps a fade on this hole. However, don't get too overzealous and pull it, because that fairway bunker down the left, that sees a lot of action. Second shot is a green that pitches back towards you from back to front. That's got a lot of movement over on the left-hand side.
Oh, I missed.
That line was looking good, wasn't it? In the end, that will be a disappointing par after such a great approach shot.
Opportunity lost, and one they needed to take advantage of, sitting just 2 back of the lead.
Rich, there are a number of strong holes on this outward half, but the par 5 6th, the players are definitely thinking birdie here, but it's all set up by the tee shot.
A nice reprieve, this par 5, just a little bit dogleg from left to right. Keep it shy of those fairway bunkers down the left-hand side, and almost every player will give it a go in 2. This is a 3-tiered green with a low area over on the left-hand side that sees a lot of action.
Nice recovery there.
You better believe it is great stuff to watch.
Good chance to move to even par if they can make this putt. And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
She made bogey, gave one back on the last hole.
The par 4 7th, a little dog leg left to right. Again, positioning of the tee is key.
This fairway slopes pretty good from left to right. Players want to start it out at the fairway bunker down the left-hand side and just hit a gentle fade off of that. Second shot here is to an elevated green. Don't go long whatsoever here. That's when the Barranca and the canyons come into play.
And this shot here coming up from around 130 yards.
Puff of wind blowing right to left for him.
This is looking pretty good in the air.
4 against the wind to stick that one.
What an opportunity to make a birdie. Looks good off the blade. And with that, that's their 4th birdie. And that will take him to 4 under. And after that hole, he's now alone at the top of the leaderboard. We head up the hill away from the ocean here at the 8th hole, Rich. A lovely par 3, but all the challenges in the green.
It is. It's very wide, not very deep. Players going in there with kind of mid irons to short irons. Uphill the entire way. Difficult to get it on that back level when they stick the pin all the way on top.
Yep, tracking well.
And now 4 under for the tournament. Ooh, I like this. The cover's coming off the big dog. Time to let it loose.
I think the challenging part about it, Lucas, is just straight away. You have to hit a straight tee shot, a straight second shot, and a straight third shot to find the green in 3. It really is just that simple and straightforward. The green does have 2 tiers on it, but for the most part, Luke, it's an inviting third shot.
And this player's really going after it here, Rich.
Using all of his muscles to get that one home in 2.
Oh, so close. Right on 4 feet. Should make this one. Mark it down. That's birdie number 5. And with that, he'll move to 5 under par. Why don't we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
She's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Well, this is when the knees start to knock. The sweat starts to appear on the palms of your hands, Rich. Just a slender lead with 9 to play.
Luke, so far, it's been entertaining watching these two go head-to-head. Not too sure exactly how this is going to play out, but so far, so good. Love watching these two compete.
And they've found themselves in the first cut.
Yep, solid connection. This is looking good.
Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Setting up this putt 17 feet from the cup. This for back-to-back birdies.
Top effort, that. Yeah, well hold. Let's move on to the next. And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
She's currently trailing her rival. Let's see what happens here.
And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard. There aren't too many easy holes here at Torrey Pines South, but the course certainly gets tougher as we head to the par 3 11th.
This green from the back tee looks minuscule. There's just not a lot of room on the front of it. Even the back section, which it does get a little bit wider, it still is very small. A massive shelf, top left. If you get it up there, happy days for you. If not, just find the green, 2-putt, make 3, move on.
That was a gallant attempt. This is a par putt. It's got a chance. Ooh.
I'm gonna drop a bogey.
Well, the leader giving a little hope for the rest of the field there as they put down a bogey on the scorecard. Well, that's a shame.
Talk about
That'll
some
drop
bullshit.
down the standings, that's for sure. We head to the 12th hole. This par 4 is as big and as strong and as tough as you find anywhere on the PGA Tour.
This is about as tough a hole as you're going to find anywhere on the planet. Prevailing wind coming right back into the players. You just have to step up and hit a solid tee shot to find the fairway. From there, you're going in with a mid to long iron, sometimes even a hybrid, to a green that sits just above you. Not a ton of movement, but enough from back right to front left to make you think.
An opportunity here to move into a tie for first. It's on a great line. Putting for par. Well, it was a wonderful approach shot, wasn't it? But unfortunately having to settle for par.
So close to getting a share of the lead, but gone with that effort for birdie.
All right, Rich. The par 5 13th. So much has been said about it. I'm interested in your thoughts.
This is one of the most interesting par 5s you'll ever play. If you hit a good tee shot, find the fairway, and you have the opportunity to reach, then happy days. But if you don't find the fairway or can't reach, now you've got to lay up into a low area where you're going to have a third shot that's absolutely blind. This third shot could be one of the most difficult third shots on the PGA Tour, bar none.
This putt to move into a tie for first. Yeah, nice mid-range birdie putt, that one. And that will take him to 5 under. Well, that's certainly a step in the right direction. Keep it going. Now on the tee, fresh off a birdie, a great opportunity to build on that momentum. Oh, that was pure. Second shot here on the 14th. Going with the pitching wedge here.
Uh-oh, this one's out, heading towards the rough.
They're looking to get this one close in hopes of saving par. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice?
That
Well
should have
done.
gone down.
That takes the pressure off the putt. That's a chip to be proud of.
Judging it beautifully.
Why don't we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
Yeah, she's down, she's behind, her rival's scooting ahead. Let's see what happens.
And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. We stride across the 15th, Rich, and we talk about strong par 4s. This is another one.
As big as 12 was, Luke, this is almost twice the size, if you can imagine it, with a tiny landing area out there. This is possibly the meanest hole on this golf course. Not hardest, meanest. If you've walked off with par on this hole, job well done, my friend.
The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage.
3 holes remaining. This is what it's all about. Time to see who is going to get it done.
16th, the last of the par 3s on this golf course, but it's not an easy one.
This is underrated difficult. The green is big in size, but it plays awfully small because there's really small sections to this green. The front, the back right, and the top left. If you find the right section, job well done. If you don't, it's going to be a difficult 2-putt to say the least.
Good mid-range putt, this one. An 18-footer.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
And now
Birdie.
over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
She had a bad previous hole, came off with bogey.
Here's Brooke Henderson's next shot. Let's take a look at the leaderboard as it stands. Now 2 shots up after that one.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on? Let's find out.
Well, that was fantastic. What a shot from the leader. That was a thing of beauty. You got all of that one. Playing from around 150 yards here.
Wind's blowing from left to right. Gonna try and hold it against the wind.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
He's got to be careful this doesn't get away from him here. This is downhill. This really looks good.
Oh!
What do we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
There we go.
She's got momentum now. Just birdied the last hole.
They're in the bunker, looking for an up and down here. So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard.
Sorry, Brooke.
Oh. Our leader is enjoying a 3-stroke advantage. The finishing hole here at Torrey Pines South, one of the more famous on the PGA Tour, site of so many of Tiger's wonderful victories. Par 5, you can get there in 2.
You can, but you have to thread your drive in between those 4 fairway bunkers that line the fairway. From there, now you have to think, do I want to take on this flag with the bunkers right, bunkers left, and certainly the water in front? It's a daunting second shot, but if you're brave enough to take it on, then you could reap massive rewards.
Oh, that one just missed the hole. Get this putt to drop, and he'll win the event. Well, there you have it. There's your Farmers Insurance Open champion, and a great performance on a really tough track.
What a victory on this South golf course. This player winning the Farmers Insurance Open, surviving the South.
Yep.
And wow, what a rivalry that was. Let's recap some of the results. But it's a big thank you to Henny Koyak for bringing the magic on the ground today. What about what we saw, Henny?
Luke, if the golf wasn't good, the weather was great. It was absolutely a pleasure to be able to join yourself and Rich and be out here on the golf course watching all the action and all these incredible rivalries.
Well, that was a thrilling day. And on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for your company.
Or fittings.
2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Major Champion Rich Beam in the booth, and it's wonderful to welcome in Henny Koyak, who's out on the course following our featured group.
Hey Luke and Rich, I'm looking forward to treading the fairways again with these two because they were absolute fire the first time round, and I have a feeling that after their exchanges on social media, it'll be even more spicy out here.
Certainly looking forward to seeing how this rivalry plays out, Rich. Can't wait to see what sort of excitement that these two generate. This one's for birdie. Well, Rich, that's got to feel good. Opening the first
birdie
with an under-par score.
Can't birdie them all unless you birdie the first, Luke. Good start.
He's currently tied for 8th. And as we head to the second tee, the first of the par 5s, and as we talked about, you've got to get off to a great start at Pebble Beach.
Absolutely, a par 5 that almost every player should be able to reach into. Just avoid the bunkers right and left, and you're going to have a clean shot into a very narrow green.
They've chosen to club down on this one.
Oh, tidy looking shot that. 4 feet to the cup.
A great opportunity here. This for eagle.
Currently at 3 under for the event.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
Let's see what happens here at the 3rd hole.
Coming off an eagle at the last, momentum on their side for this player.
Oh, that's nicely done. Oh, look at this. Right down the throat. We'll now move over to Jon Rahm.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
Well played, mate.
Yeah, well played.
Oh, a 9-foot chance here. Ooh, right
Wow.
down the hole. He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it. No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player.
No.
Rich, we get our first look at the beach here at Pebble Beach. This 4th is a short one, but beguiling.
It is just around the 325-yard mark. Most players tend to lay up and just have a wedge for their second. However, the big sticks, they can go ahead and take a rip at it, but beware, the beach lurks closely down the right-hand side.
Ooh,
Hit the pin.
nicely done. Just a 4-footer remaining. Yeah, you like the look of that right off the blade. And with that, he'll move to 4 under par. Let's go to Jon Rahm.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
He's currently in the 2nd position. The 5th hole, Rich, the first of the par 3s. Much to it?
There is. This green is tiny. It's minuscule. And you have what over to the right-hand side? Oh, yes, the Pacific Ocean. No, thank you. A par 3 here is an excellent score.
Always nice to have a birdie putt. Nice stroke. Well, nicely done.
Look at that.
Holds the putt for back-to-back birdies. And with that, he'll move to 5 under par. And that makes him tied for 1st.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
The 6th hole here, Rich, at Pebble Beach, is a tale of 2 halves, isn't it? A strong tee shot down the hill towards the ocean, and then the second, the approach shot back up the hill.
There's no doubt about it, Luke. This is just a spectacular par 5. The beauty of it, though, is that you can mess it up in a hurry. This is a very difficult par 5. Don't make any bones about it.
Getting ready to play their 3rd. He shares the lead.
Oh!
And that's a touch of class. Terrific little chip.
Gotta say, his short game is phenomenal.
And Henny, what are they looking at here?
This one will run uphill.
It's time to check on the leaderboard. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. We head across to the par 3 7th. We always talk about it in golf. It doesn't need to be a long one to be a great one.
Luke, this could be one of the most picturesque par threes in all of golf. Who says great par threes need to be more than 150 yards? Not a single one of them. I love this hole.
This putt's about 4 feet from the hole. And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. Well, after the beauty of the 7th, we go to the beast that is the 8th. Is there a tougher two-shotter on the property?
Not to my knowledge, no. At just around 425 yards, you're going to lay up to the end of the fairway. No driver needed. But the second shot is where it gets difficult. Downhill, a very small green. You knock it on here in 2, and you've done well.
Yeah, good swing. This one's heading up onto the green for sure. Oh, that's a great approach shot.
And they've been rolling the ball great today. Another great look.
Just didn't drop. A par putt on the table. This looks good. Oh, that's a clutch par. We'll now move over to Jon Rahm.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Chance to get one under the card with this putt. And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks right now. Leading by a shot after that hole. Pebble Beach has a terrific stretch of par 4 starting from the 8th right through to the end of the 11th. Let's take a look at the 9th.
This is an interesting hole because it wants to make you aim left, but there's a bunker there that you need to avoid. Funny enough, there's a lot more room out to the right than what you can see off the tee. A very strong par 4 to finish the front 9.
Choosing the 9-iron here.
Wow, did this come out beautifully.
What's in front of them, Henny?
This is a 12-footer here.
Okay, steady now.
What the hell was that?
Well, Rich, think they can make this one?
I really can't say I'm a fan of their chances on this one, Luke, but I tell you what, I've been wrong once before.
Just 3 feet to the cup.
Try and keep that scorecard a little less dirty. This is for bogey.
And as Jon Rahm steadies himself over the ball.
Wind moving the golf ball left to right.
So after that effort, this is the current standings on the course. This is an exciting position, isn't it, Rich? Tied for the lead as we enter the back 9.
Yeah, good spot, isn't it? I got to say, I'd rather be in the lead or tied for the lead than in the chasing pack. Gives you just a little margin of error should you have one, but I got to say, this player is awfully solid.
Oh, well struck. This drive's heading for the fairway in my eyes. And Henny, what's he facing with this one?
Setting up this shot from about 120.
Going with the 8-iron here. Well, this one's going right at the flag. Oh, what a lovely shot. He'll be delighted to be inside the range there. A good chance to move to 6 under par here. That's frustrating. Well, Rich, from where I'm sitting, this looks makeable. Do you agree?
You know, Luke, I've heard this metaphor before. Every once in a while, a blind squirrel finds an acorn. I believe that rings true in this scenario.
Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. Well, Rich, we start to head home, but first we've got to head up the hill on this short par 4 11th.
Thankfully, a breather hole after the last few. This is just a 3-wood. Could be a driver up the hill. Second shot, very short, but beware, this green pitches severely from back to front. Watch the spin on your second shot.
Let's go to Jon Rahm.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
And this putt to move into a share of first.
This is on a great line.
And that's a great way to forget about that bogey on the last. And that will take him to 5 under. He's currently in a share of top spot.
Gotta like it, moving up the leaderboard, never a bad thing.
The first of the back 9 par 3s is the 12th.
And this is a mean one, not gonna lie, it's mean. It's right around 185 yards, but the green, once again, very tiny. You come up short in that deep bunker, you're bound to make a 4.
And a par putt awaits him. We'll now move over to Jon Rahm.
He's feeling good, just birdied the last hole.
And after that effort, let's take a look at how it stands. Currently at -5 now for the event. Rich, let's head to the 13th tee at Pebble Beach, shall we? And what's the decision off the tee?
Aim it right, just shy of those bunkers down the right-hand side, and you've got a mid-iron for your second shot back up the hill. Again, a green that pitches severely from back to front as well as right to left.
A wonderful shot, and a chance for birdie here on the 13th.
Full of confidence as well with their putter. Gotta like their chances.
Got a good line. Pretty good chance here. This one's for par. Currently 5 under overall. As we head to the 14th, I know the 18th gets all the attention here at Pebble Beach, but this is a strong par 5.
Oh, this is a good one. I love this par 5. Just hit it just down the left-hand side. You can't reach the far bunkers down the left. Lay up with a long iron, maybe a fairway wood, but watch out. This third shot gets awfully tricky.
Handy effort, that one. And here we are with the third shot. Currently tied for the lead. Good look at birdie here. And that putt will give them birdie number 6 on the day. And that will move him to 6 under par. Let's catch up with Jon Rahm. Wow, what a save.
And this is why you got to keep your foot on the gas at all times. These guys and girls are good.
The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage.
3 holes remaining, Luke. This is getting awfully fun.
Time for the second shot at the 15th. Good shot there, Beamer. Let's see if we can make this big putt for birdie. And that's back-to-back birdies as we head down the stretch, Rich.
And anything can happen down the stretch. Let's see what takes place.
And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going.
3 holes remaining, folks. Hang on to your hats. This is going to be a wild and woolly finish.
Tee shot is looking good here. Henny, what's the player facing here?
This is looking around 115 yards out.
Good sounding strike, that one. Let's go to Jon Rahm.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
This putt is for a spot inside the top 10.
Over the top 10.
Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
Well, what a performance. 8 birdies on the card. And that will take him to 8 under. Currently in first position.
2 holes to go, Luke. I know who I like.
Let's head to 7. One of the most famous par 3s in all of golf, Rich.
Yes, just over 175 yards on the card. It's a tale of 2 greens. When the pin is up front right, it's a birdie opportunity. Back left, find the green, make your 3, and sprint to the 18th tee box.
Well, I'm pretty sure he's supposed to be nervous playing Jon Rahm, but it doesn't appear that way after this approach shot.
I like the look of this. Don't want to state the obvious, Rich, but a little too hard, that one. Now leading by 1 shot. Well, Rich, as we find our way to the 18th tee, few holes in golf capture the imagination more than the finishing hole here at Pebble Beach.
So much history on this hole. Aim it at the trees right in the center and hope You don't get unlucky and get underneath one of them. From there, it's going to be a layup out to the right and just a short third shot. What a wonderful, wonderful finishing hole.
That was a beauty. This putt for him to win the event. I don't mind. Well, you can start etching that name into the wall of champions, forever etched in history here at Pebble Beach. AT&T Pro-Am champion. Well played.
And no better feeling, Luke, than to win on this classic layout. Pebble Beach Golf Links, a victory they will surely remember for the rest of their days.
And Henny, it goes without saying that this player dominated their rival today.
Oh, absolutely. They silenced the giant today. They got the job done against the odds. We shouldn't ever have doubted them. There was some spectacular golf out there, and it was a pleasure to watch.
Yep.
On behalf of myself, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in, and see you next time.
Scottsdale.
.2K Sports, in
Supposed to have some nasty
association
weather,
with the
but I guess
PGA
not.
Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Waste Management Phoenix Open is about to kick off. I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam in the booth. And it's hello to Henny Koyak down on the course, following our featured group.
Hi, Luke and Rich. Looking forward to following these two players again as they reignite their rivalry. I have a feeling we'll be in for some more exciting golf as these two battle it out.
Certainly excited to seeing this one. Strap yourselves in. Setting up here with a very long putt. What a putt. Well done.
And that should calm whatever nerves this player has. Nice opening hole.
What a putt.
Well, that's worth reviewing. Let's roll the videotape.
Yeah, let's see this again. Have this one on repeat.
I didn't think that was going to drop.
Currently 1 under for the round. The second hole at TPC Scottsdale is a mid-range par 4, playing 442 yards from the tips. The bunkers on the right side need to be avoided, which leaves a good mid to short iron approach to a green that is bunkered front, left and right, so a good accurate approach required. From about 130 yards here. Oh, that's a great shot. It sets up a wonderful birdie look here at the second.
And as good as they putt, you almost have to guarantee this one.
Oh, so close. This putt of about 7 feet to the hole. This one's looking good. Well hold. Now switching our focus to Lydia Ko.
She got one back on that last hole.
What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Careful not to leave this one short. It's back uphill and nothing worse than leaving an uphill putt short.
The third here at Scottsdale plays over 550 yards from the tips. It's a strong par 5, which requires 2 big shots to get to the green. The first shot needs to avoid that bunker on the left-hand side to give you a chance to go for the green. But if you're laying up, it's laying it back to a number between those 2 bunkers that sit on the left side of this fairway, around 150 to 100 yards out. Going with the hybrid.
All right, he's going with a little extra club, gone against the caddy here. Let's see if it was the right shout.
Well, it'd be nice to make this one. This one's for eagle. That's a great play at a great time, because they've not only moved up the leaderboard, they've now moved 1 shot in front of their rival. and now at 3 under overall.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard, never a bad thing.
The par 3 fourth at TPC Scottsdale, a fairly straightaway hole, but bunkers again, front, left and short right, requires a pretty accurate and solid strike. And this one might need to get down a little. Setting up here with a very long putt.
This is their look at birdie.
Go in. Ouch, that hurts. 5 feet coming up to the cup. And there it is.
Got to say, putting this well from this distance is a huge confidence booster.
What do we catch up with what Lydia Ko's up to?
She's 2 strokes behind her rival this week.
Trailing by a stroke after that hole. The 5th hole at TPC Scottsdale is a strong par 4, playing 470 yards from the back tees. There's a big bunker down the right-hand side that will catch any drive not hit with authority. The approach must be accurate with the bunker on the left-hand side. Anything just slightly missed here will be punished. Well, this one's right at the pin. Now switching our focus to Lydia Ko.
She's got some work to do. She's 2 strokes behind so far.
Let's get back to it, shall we? Be nice to see this one go down. Let's see if they make it.
So far, so good.
And yet again, I
A bit long on that one.
shanked it.
Right on 4 feet. Should make this one. Currently at -3 for the round. The 6th hole at TPC Scottsdale is a solid mid-range par 4, 432 off the back tees. Again, it's more position off the tee that's required here with the bunkers on the left-hand side. A bold player is to fly it over that bunker on the left and leave just a short wedge in. Bold players will get after this hole, but a safe strategy lays back before them. And hitting yet another green here today.
The iron play today has been absolutely stellar. Luke, the greens and regulations.
There's my birdie.
Fantastic accomplishment. Great to watch.
Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. The 7th here at Scottsdale is a par 3, a straightaway hole, but bunkers left and right of this green ensure that a nice straight shot is required. And not a bad approach. He'll be putting.
Looking for back-to-back birdies here, Luke.
Here's Lydia Ko. And back to the play, shall we? And this putt to move into a share of first place. Ooh. An opportunity to make a par here. Our work here is done.
Can't believe that.
Let's head to the next hole. So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. The 8th hole at TPC Scottsdale is a very strong par 4, playing over 475 yards from the back tee. There's a couple of pot bunkers down the left-hand side that need to be avoided so you can get to the green in 2. If you're going hard here, there's a tree on the right-hand side that can prevent a good second shot or a line to the green. 2 well-struck shots required to get to this green, and even then, your par's not secure. And this putt will take them to 5 under par. Ooh, right by the hole. This putt just 5 feet away from the hole. Solid par putt that. Just 1 off the lead after that hole. The finishing hole on the front 9 at TPC Scottsdale was a par 4 measuring 453 yards from the back tees. There's plenty of room off the tee to the left just so you can avoid that bunker on the right. There's a bunker short of the green here that needs to be avoided, a short little pot bunker. But 2 solid shots here will allow a chance for a birdie. This one looks just a fraction too long to me. That's tidy. Why don't we catch up with what Lydia Ko's up to?
She's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
It's 13 feet out. Unlucky for some.
That was a gallant attempt. Big putt for par coming up.
Surely it's going to.
That's a disappointing par in the end after such a terrific shot in.
Because
being a couple off the lead, they can't afford to miss those birdie opportunities.
The 10th at TPC Scottsdale is a short par 4, measuring just 428 yards from the tips. There's a huge bunker down the right side of this fairway, which suggests maybe less than driver is necessary off the tee. What you want to do is set up for a good angle of approach, though. There's a couple of pot bunkers to the short right of this green and a big one to the front left to be avoided. Outstanding approach shot. Trying to get to 5 under with this putt.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
Looking better.
Yes, they've made it. And with that, we'll move to 5 under par. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. The 11th is a par 4, playing 472 yards and a huge water hazard down the left-hand side. The best line is a drive as close to that water without taking it on. Anything that leaves about 150 to 170 yards in will give you a chance to set up birdie.
What a skillful approach shot. This player not holding back in their rivalry with Lydia Ko.
Let's catch up with the current proceedings.
Come on, don't be shy.
This one just outside 7 feet to the hole.
Looking for another birdie here.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it?
too much.
And this putt is to move into a share for the lead.
On a nice line.
For the par.
Goals remain bogey-free.
Looking ahead now, and this player is currently tied for first in the standings alongside Will Zalatoris. Opting for the 5-iron.
That dog will hunt.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
This is downhill, can't be too bold.
Well done. Take the birdie. And that will take him to 6 under. And after that fine effort, this player currently holds top spot on the leaderboard, but Will Zalatoris is second. Not a bad line, this one. Second shot here on the 13th hole. Well, it looks like they tried to be bold there, Rich, but it didn't quite work out for them.
Bit too much club there, wasn't it?
A chance for a birdie if this goes down.
Yep, tracking nicely.
And racking up their 5th birdie of the day.
2 in a row there, Luke, getting their groove on.
And after that performance, they'll stay right where they are in the standings. The 14th is a strong par 4, almost measuring 500 yards from the back tees. The bunker that sits in the fairway should be covered. Anything around 190 to 200 yards out will give you a green light to go for this flag, although a 4 here never hurts. Going with the 5-iron here. Yes, anytime you can find the green and have a putt, you'll take it. Trying to get to 8 under par with this putt. Oh, that's frustrating. 3 feet to go here to the hole. Now switching our focus to Lydia Ko.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
Getting ready to play their 3rd. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. The 15th is a very important hole, the par 5, 553 yards from back tees. Either makes or breaks around here at TPC Scottsdale. That huge penalty area to the left is to be avoided if you're to make a decent score. A good drive will allow you to go for this island green in 2. Although if you're too far back, no point taking it on as there's water everywhere to collect your ball. Laying up to the 115, 20-yard marker will give you just an easy wedge here and a chance to still make your birdie. And here we are with the third shot. And just one shot off the lead. Oh, that was tidy. That should ensure the up and down.
Just eyeballing that one, trying to make it.
Currently 8 under for the tournament. Welcome to the jungle, or as they call it here at TPC Scottsdale, the Stadium Hole Par 3 16th. It's just a short club, but you miss the green, and a chorus of boos will ring out. And he's hit that inside the range. Why don't we catch up with what Lydia Ko's up to?
She's currently trailing her rival. Let's see what happens here.
Never seen a scorecard that doesn't look good with a 2 on it. Oh, just missed. And this putt coming up for his par. Currently 8 under overall. The penultimate hole at TPC Scottsdale is an absolute beauty. Do you go for it or lay up? A drive here that's just slightly pulled will find the hazard to the left. But if you're short right, a chance to get up and down for your birdie and really push for the title. Oh, almost went in. It's just about 3 feet away.
A little birdie look in here.
And after that hole, he's no longer sharing top spot. He's at the summit all alone. The finishing hole at TPC Scottsdale requires a great drive. The big water hazard down the left-hand side and the Church Pew bunkers make it a very difficult drive. Anything out to those bunkers on the right will leave a good angle approach. But once you hit this shot, make sure you get at the right area on the green if you're to make your birdie. Yeah, tidy looking shot, that one. He knows if he can get this putt to drop, he'll win the event. It's got a chance. And that caps off a fabulous week by this player in Phoenix.
Oh.
They are your Waste Management Open champion.
And
Waste
calming
Management
their
Open
nerves
Championship.
in
Look
the
at that.
process, Luke, playing in front of some 650,000 fans this week. That was impressive.
And as we take a look at our rivalry results, it's a big thank you to Henny for bringing us all the magic from the course today.
Oh, it was a pleasure to be able to follow the action out there today, Luke.
Well, another great day of action here at 2K Sports. On behalf of Rich Beam, the entire hard-working folks and team here, I'm Luke Elvey. We look forward to your company next time.
So wrong. Take on Tiger Woods.
.2K Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at the Genesis Invitational. Today's coverage is just about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Thank you, Luke. What a lovely introduction and what a lovely day. I'm very much looking forward to strolling the fairways alongside these two players. They have been at each other, let me tell you. There's been a little bit of banter on social media back and forth in the lead up to this match. They have a bone to pick. They have a bee in their bonnet, and it's all going to be settled out on this golf course today.
Well, Henny, I'm a little jumpy in my seat, and I can already see the man beside me sniggering. Rich Beam knows he's taken down Tiger once in his life, but I think it was only once.
Oh, please, Luke, let's not set Rich Beam off. Once we do that, we can't go back. So that's a whole different thing in itself. This match, though, or maybe he has taken some leaves out of the Rich Beam school of confidence and good golf, because, as Rich knows, it's possible. But is it possible today?
Well, that's the question we're going to get answered, aren't we? Very few people have ever laid claim to beating Tiger head-to-head. Good luck in your rivalry. You're going to need it.
But what are we looking at with their approach shot, Rich? Because really that's all the challenge here on this par 4 segment.
Luke, the second shot is straight back up the hill. Better take an extra club if you want to get it close.
And he's down there. You got a read?
Has to put this one downhill.
So after that effort, this is what the leaderboard looks like. And as we check the standings, Lexi Thompson currently holds top spot.
Time to face a par 4 now. Yeah, you hit a beauty, didn't you?
Second shot here on the third. Opting for the 9-iron. Oh, standing ovation after that shot.
Yes, got to think that's a certain birdie from there.
He finds himself in a share of the lead. Not a bad approach. Grab the putter from the caddy. You're dancing. Putting hasn't been the strength today. Hopefully that can change right here.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
Well, the old hammer hands putt. You know, Luke Donald once made all 400+ attempts inside 3 feet on the PGA Tour. Always a joy to see Tiger Woods. Here he is in action. And how did that shot impact the score? Let's have a look at the leaderboard. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Rich, the PGA Tour is basically a power game these days, although the 5th here at Riviera forces players just to hold off the tee.
The fairway does run out about 310 yards off the tee, and players not necessarily going to hit driver here. They have to be mindful that the fairway pitches significantly from right to left on their tee shot. From there, they're hitting their second shots downhill again to a green that chases away from them front to back. Again, a simple looking second shot, but a difficult one to get close.
And now 4 under for the day. The par 3-6, one of the most magnificent holes, not only at Riviera Country Club, but in all of golf.
What an incredible design this is. And it really just takes this green and it makes it into a section of 4. The back right, front left, and back left, they all have their unique features to it, and that all is due to the simple fact that that bunker, which is tiny, minuscule, almost not even there, it basically shapes that green into the 4 quadrants. It is just an amazing design.
And down she goes from outside the range.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that.
Let's head to the par 4 7th at the Riv. Again, it's a par 4 that requires placement off the tee.
The fairway bunker down the left-hand side comes in quicker than you can imagine, and so players want to try and hit it out towards the far right part of it. But again, you push it a little bit, and now the barranca comes into play. If you find the fairway, happy days. This green is probably one of the most severe tilted from back to front. players need to make sure their second shots land past this hole in order for it to come back down towards the hole. You will have a downhill putt, but it's better than coming up short.
Oh, what a wonderful bunker shot. From around 120 yards here.
Currently in the lead by a shot.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. A bit wild on approach there.
And coming up well short.
Oh, well holed.
Oh, gotta love it. Chipping in for birdie. Nothing better.
Well, that's worth a replay. Let's take another look.
This shot was absolutely perfect. Looks just as nice on the second viewing.
I missed it. Anyway.
Leading by 3 strokes now. The par 4 8th at Riviera is a choose your own adventure. Which fairway do you like to take?
I think most players are going to try and go down the left-hand side, as it seems to be the easier of the two these days. However, where they stick that flag stick, well, that's a different question. If they stick it up front right, the left-hand side of the fairway, that's not the easiest approach. So better be mindful of where that flag stick is in order to pick which side of the fairway you want to drive it down.
Okay, steady now.
Putting for a par here.
Nice line. Oh, Rich, is there anything more disappointing setting up what you'd think is a makeable birdie putt, but unfortunately not able to convert?
And with that hole finished, they're currently sitting in top spot on the leaderboard. Lexi Thompson holds second.
They have put some hurt on that ball. Send it. This shot coming from around the 150-yard marker.
Now a 3-shot lead over the field. Should find the green.
That's just inside the range.
Now heading over to Tiger Woods.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Trying to get it to 7 under par with this putt. That'll sting a bit. Nothing to sweat over that one. Well hold. One of the most often discussed holes in all of golf is the par 4 10th here at Riviera Ridge. There's so much strategy.
It's either driver or 3-wood for every player in this field, but you better be good with distance because this green is very narrow.
Well, I like the look of the line here. This should find the fairway. Ooh, that almost went down. Oh, this will be good for the momentum. Let's make this birdie putt. And another one goes. And with it, an increase of his lead. And with that, he'll move to 7 under. Incredible. Still in the lead now after that hole. The par 5 11th, one of the better scoring holes on the course. Players are thinking 4 when they stand on this tee.
It's just a long straightaway par 5, almost a runway, if you like. Both sides of this fairway flanked by huge eucalyptus trees, which frames this tee shot brilliantly. You find the fairway, second shot, once again, straightforward. You must avoid that bunker front right at all costs. That is deep and nasty. You're not going to enjoy being in there.
And here we are with their 4th. Let's see if you can make this and keep the par on the card. Yeah, good putt. Well hold.
Why don't we catch up with what Tiger Woods is up to?
Birdied their last hole.
And let's see what that shot did to the leaderboard. Our leader is up by 4 shots now. When you stand on the 12th tee, Rich, you're thinking to yourself, oh, a couple of strong back-to-back par 4s, and it starts right here.
This is where the golf course gets extremely difficult, Luke. This tee shot moves from left to right, but massive overhanging eucalyptus trees down the right-hand side prevent you from hitting a high draw over them. Once you're in the fairway, though, your second shot is to a green that's really not as big as it should be for such a long hole. And there's a famous tree just short and left of this green, Bogey's tree. Not because of the score, because Humphrey Bogart used to sit there and just watch everybody butcher this hole.
I didn't butcher that hole. I fucking
Why don't we
parred
catch
and
up
birdied
with
out.
our man in the hot seat, Tiger Woods?
He's one stroke behind his rival in this event.
Okay, let's get back to the action. He's currently sitting in first place. Rich, the 13th hole. Slightly different look off the tee.
It's really cool. This tee shot is framed by large eucalyptus trees, both right and left, requires a draw. Nothing else to do. You have to move this golf ball from right to left off this tee. If you do it correctly, well, that golf ball could chase down there miles down this fairway. You find the fairway down there, you're going to love the second shot. The difficulty gets when the pin is all the way back left in this little peninsula. You miss it a little bit left there, you're going to find the barranca, and you're probably going to find a bogey or worse.
Oh, these are good for the momentum. These ones right on 8 feet.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
And as they leave that hole, Rich, you'd imagine a little bit frustrated after such a great shot in. Let's catch up with Tiger Woods.
Wind is blowing from right to left here. Wants to work it against the wind.
Now, 5 shots up after that hole. The 14th, Rich, I know it's dear to your heart, the par 3. You made an ace there in tournament history, won a car. How do you tell the players to play it?
Hit a 7-iron, a high little draw 7-iron, and 2 hop it right in the hole, Luke. That's what I suggest. That makes it easy. No harm, no foul there with that shot.
Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
This one's 13 feet from the cup.
And down it goes. And staying right where they were in today's rankings after that. This 15th hole, a very strong par 4, Rich. Challenging, to say the least.
It's a great par 4, and yet there's some players that have seen it a little bit differently lately. I always saw it as a dogleg from left to right, just avoid that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. And this is an interesting green. It's got a high spot on the left, and it's got a low middle section and a high section on the right-hand side, and you never have a flat putt. It is always breaking one direction or another, and it's either straight uphill or straight downhill. This is the most difficult green on the golf course by a long margin. If you see it differently, you can hit it down the right, down 17 fairway, but I fail to see how that's any kind of advantage.
What a putt. Started this perfectly.
Ah!
Oh, this would be a good one to make. It's for par. And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going.
3 holes remaining. This is what it's all about. Time to see who is going to get it done.
Going with the 9-iron, I think. That's a great shot here at 16. It sets up a chance for birdie. And now that finds him in first place.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on?
This looks to be a fairway seeker to me. Second shot here on the 17th. You like that, didn't you? Getting ready to play their third. Well, you can see why he's leading. That was a shot of high caliber.
I tell you, you just dream about days like today. Greens and regulation, spot on all day. Awesome.
Gets that one to go down, and that's back-to-back birdies.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
Now heading over to Tiger Woods.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard. The finishing hole at Riviera, famous for so many exciting finales in tournament history. Rich, take us through the tee shot and approach.
Tee shot up the hill, fairway tilts significantly from left to right. Missing it out to the right is a massive no-no. You'll be blocked out by a bunch of eucalyptus trees that you cannot hit it through. Second shot is to a green that actually tilts away from the players, not towards them, even though the second shot is uphill.
Well, this is a week that's going to sit in the
There we
memory
go.
bank for life. A champion at the Riv. You've just won the Genesis Invitational.
Winning on such an iconic golf course will not be lost
You're right
on
back.
this player. What a performance.
That. Oh, Bubba Watson. That later. Handicap go up.
.2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Northern Shore Open is about to begin. Hello, I'm Luke Elvey alongside 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beam, who's in the booth. And it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hey guys, I can't wait to watch these two go at it again. It was an incredible battle first time round, and I think there'll be a few shots fired out here.
Yes, but they certainly have to make the most of every moment they get, because there'll be very few today. Fire up. This is a big rivalry, this one. And Henny, what are they looking at here?
Setting up this putt 11 feet from the cup.
Oh, terrific. What an effort.
Can't birdie them all unless you birdie the first, Luke. Good start.
Currently 1 under for the day. Time to tee off at the second. Looks to have chosen the 7-iron.
They're going with a bit more club here. Let's see if it was the right call.
There's part of about 6 feet coming up.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
And down it goes. So that's back-to-back birdies. That's a momentum maker, isn't it?
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
And after that effort, this is how the field is shaping up. At -2, going along nicely today.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
Teeing off here at the third hole.
Wonder how they will play this hole. Do they want to attack it? If so, they can extend their lead.
That was wonderfully done.
Oh!
How good is that?
That was sensational, Luke.
And it's worth taking another look at that one.
Now look how they attacked this one.
One shot, chip in.
He sits in first position.
Will they give me a birdie?
Next up is this 2-shot hole. That drive heading straight towards the cut stuff.
And Henny, what's he looking at here?
He's looking at perhaps 175, I'd say.
Outstanding shot. High quality.
And now to Bubba Watson.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
An opportunity for a birdie here.
These are on rails, looking good.
Always nice to hold those for a birdie.
Yeah, 500 through
Real
4
display
holes.
this week with that wand.
Leading by a couple after that hole. The fifth hole here at Emery Beach Golf Club is a 172-yard par 3 from the back tees. Rich, what are your thoughts?
Look, the water on the left-hand side really is just there for decoration. Doesn't come into play. The difficult part, though, is this green sits well above the fairway there on the left-hand side. Most players are going to be bailing out, not wanting to go in that bunker to the right, but you miss it out to the left. You got a really challenging up and down.
And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. Oh, that's a high caliber shot. Second shot here on the 6th. And here we are with the third shot.
He leads the field by a stroke.
Now, Bubba's got nothing but respect for an approach shot like that. He really flushed that one.
And that's their 4th birdie of the day. And that will move him to 6 under par.
I'm at 600
John,
there.
do you have any info down there?
Hey guys, we are checking
What?
in with John Rahm as he gets set for his next shot here on the 9th.
Well, that's got to have some impact on the scoreboard. Let's take a look. Our
Hey.
leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. Deep into the front 9. Here we are at the 7th hole. This player's got some lovely momentum coming off a birdie at the last. That was absolutely murdered.
Pretty good shot there.
Mark it down. That's birdie number 5. And that will take him to 7 under. And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. Let's see what happens here at the 8th. Looks to be going with a hybrid here. Well, that's well played into birdie range here at the 8th.
Looks good.
That will drop, and it will extend the
Wow.
lead.
And with that, he'll move to 8 under par. Awesome play.
Now let's change gears and head over to Bubba Watson.
Yeah, he's got the smile, and I would too if I just eagled the last hole.
So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Still in the lead now after that hole. Welcome to this par 5 hole. Oh, seems to have got a big piece of that one. Striped. Time for the second shot here at the 9th. Getting ready to play their third. That's a wonderfully played chip shot there.
Yes, very smooth tempo there on that chip.
Lovely position for our leader here, Rich. Out in front, but a few holes to go.
Well, it's been great watching this player get the best of their rival, but still a long way to go until the end of this tournament. Let's see how it shakes out.
Nicely done.
And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
And from about 105 yards,
Choosing the 9-iron here.
Oh,
This
son
one's
of
on
a
a pretty good
bitch.
line. That's a shame. Had a chance to hit the green, but couldn't quite get there.
Shocking, a missed green in regulation.
Oh, I love these momentum putts. Right on 10 feet. Let's go hole it. This one has eyes for the hole.
Ah!
Wow, that's misjudged. And this one is for bogey.
And now
That is
to
screwed.
Bubba Watson.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. Currently 3 strokes up after that hole.
Rolling off the green to begin with.
Let's see what happens here at the 11th hole. Looks like they've got the 5-wood. Oh, that's a great shot and a birdie opportunity coming up here at the 11th.
Of all the shots that I like the most, that one ranks right up there.
It was on a good line. 4 feet to the cup.
This is important. Big par putt here.
There it is.
Our leader is currently enjoying a 4-stroke advantage. Here we are, Rich, on the 12th tee at Emery Beach. And this par 5 is at 550 from the back tees.
And what a hole this is. Bunker down the right-hand side comes into play if you really mishit it, but the one right in the center, that little zit, I tell you what, that is going to make some players angry. I can promise you that. If you avoid all that, second shot fairly straightforward. Anything bailing out to the right is going to lead to a really simple pitch shot for your up and down birdie.
That's a high-quality recovery shot.
Such soft hands.
Now let's change gears and head over to Bubba Watson.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. Our leader is up by 4 shots now. Now on the tee after a birdie. Fired up and ready for more.
That's a nice looking tee shot, that one.
Penny, what have they got in front of them here?
A little bit of breeze ruffling the old hair, and it's coming straight on.
Wow, what a shot.
And this one for back-to-back birdies.
Just didn't drop.
What?
A par putt awaits.
Currently in first position. Let's see what happens here at the 14th.
Bullshit.
Nicely done. Looks to be going with the 5-iron.
He's had a disagreement with the caddy. He's gone down a club.
Not a bad approach, that one. Not quite inside the birdie range, but you never know. Hole a long one. Still counts.
Outside chance for birdie here, Luke.
Didn't quite have the right stuff there. Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me. Now, nice to make a mid-range par putt.
And now to Bubba Watson.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
And now we can take a look at how that play affects the leaderboard. Now 4 shots up after that hole. Let's see what happens here on the 15th.
Wow, I didn't even know they had this power. Great drive.
From about 200 yards out.
Next shot straight back into the teeth of the wind.
Opting for the 5-iron. That's well played. Anything on the green from there was fine.
Now this is a challenging one. A lengthy putt awaits. Well, that's a bit disappointing.
Par putt coming up here. That putt gets them to 9 under now with just a few holes remaining.
One ahead with 4 to go. Can they settle their nerves?
One ahead.
Now let's change gears and head over to Bubba Watson.
He's currently in 5th place.
Let's take a look at the current standings.
Our current leader is up by 3 shots.
3 holes remaining, Luke. This is getting awfully fun.
Opting for the 9-iron. That's a good-looking shot there. And this putt is for a big 2 on the scorecard. Oh, so close. 7 feet to the cup.
Looking good so far.
Ouch, that hurts.
Just a tiny putt is all that remains.
And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on? Let's find out.
Well played.
Time for the second shot at the 17th.
Sitting at 8 under.
Outright first here.
Came close with that chip. And this one is for his par.
And now to Bubba Watson.
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
It's time to check on the leaderboard.
And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. Well, this is when the adrenaline really starts to kick in. Leading the tournament with the final hole to play. Good luck. Well, that's right out of the top draw. A great shot from our leader.
Wow, was that a massive drive there. Holy cow.
And here we are with the third shot.
He's got a 2-stroke buffer.
What a shot! Almost went in the bucket. Oh, he's been putting on a clinic all day. Another beauty by our leader. And this putt for the tournament. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? All right, 1 down. Let's see if they can take the net. Well, Rich, I'm in awe. Just how well are they playing?
Luke, the
shitting on the
winning
screen.
never gets old, but this is getting out of hand, isn't it? Another victory on the season.
Well, Henny, when they came into this rivalry, we weren't sure if they were going to be good enough to win the battle. They not only won that, they won the war.
Yes, Luke, we doubted them, but they got the job done and they took down their hero. The rivalry is theirs and theirs alone, and they can boast about this on social media for, well, weeks now.
Well, on behalf of myself, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at HB...
See what we can do.
"2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup.
Today's coverage of the Arnold Palmer Invitational is about to begin.
Delighted to have 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beam in the booth. I'm Luke Elvey, and it's a good morning to Henny Koyak, who's out on the course following our featured group.
Hey guys, yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing these two go at it again. It was a great rivalry first time round, and now, more so than ever, they're going to want to beat each other.
Yes, what lessons have they learned in defeat? If you learn lessons in defeat and can turn it into a victory, well, you never lost, did you? Currently 1 under for the event. The second hole is a long par 3, old typical Redan style at 230 yards.
Yes, the green runs from right to left and chases away from the player on the tee. You can hit it short right and have it bounce on to the flag sticks that are on the right. However, when they're in the back left, you don't want to come up short and left in a low area. That'll leave a very difficult up and down.
Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
The perfect leave. Uphill, can be firm.
That's frustrating. This is a par putt. Well done. Well, good move there. Anything north on the leaderboard's always pleasant. Rich, the first exposure to the famous lake here at Arnold Palmer's Bay Hill Club and Lodge is the third.
There's a lot of intimidating tee shots on this golf course, Luke. This could be number one. Water down the left-hand side, you obviously want no part of, but if you miss it right in the rough, that is very gnarly and nasty to come out of. The green works away from the player, moving from right to left. The miss is out to the right, but watch out. It's awfully quick coming down that green. Don't chip it or putt it in the water.
5 feet coming up to the cup.
That starts off on a good line.
Oh, that's a ripper. He's currently tied for second.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
The first of the par fives, Rich, the fourth hole.
Yes, Luke, you got out of bounds on the right-hand side that shouldn't come into play for the players, but those bunkers down the left-hand side certainly will. If you get a good tee shot away and you find the fairway, the second shot uphill to this par 5, you can reach, but still lots of trouble lurking around this green.
Sitting at 2 under, currently tied for second. Quality shot, that one. Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. He's currently just in second place. The fifth at Bay Hill is the shortest par 4 on the front 9, measuring just under 400 yards. Ridge, placement off the tee, critical here.
It is. It plays straight downhill the entire way, so most players not taking driver out and challenging those bunkers. Lay up short of those, and you'll have a short shot to a green that once again chases away from you at the back end of it.
This one looks to be heading towards the green. Now let's switch our focus to Ricky Fowler.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
Trying to get it to 4 under with this putt.
This is their look at birdie.
Ooh, right by the hole. That's just about 3 feet away. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead.
Could have sank, but it didn't.
Now we head to the famous par 5 6th, Rich. A lot of players are thinking birdie, maybe even eagle.
Out to the right, most definitely the widest part of the fairway, just left of the left-hand bunker out there. We'll leave a layup out to the right, and then you just have a short pitch on from there. This is a really solid birdie opportunity.
Great shot.
What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Yeah, nice little 25-footer here from him. Outside chance, so it'll be good to hole.
Ooh, that's disappointing. You can mark it down. That's birdie number 4 today. And that will take him to 4 under. And stepping up the standings after that effort. Let's have a look at the 7th hole, a par 3.
Finally, you have a green that pitches back towards you ever so slightly, Luke, but still coming into it with a good 6-5 iron from 195 yards. It's still a difficult task to get it close.
Well, this will be a big putt to make. A birdie always nice, but particularly when it's a 2. Oh, that's too bad. And down it goes.
Now over to Ricky Fowler.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard as it stands. Trailing by a stroke after that hole. The par 4 8th, Rich, challenging tee shot and approach.
Love this tee shot here, Luke. The fairway camber's pretty good from right to left, kicking the golf ball towards that bunker, so make sure to take one less club off this tee. From there, you make sure that you take enough club for your second shot to carry the front edge. If not, that golf ball will come falling back off the green into the drink.
Pay attention, folks. That's how you play golf.
Luke, nothing gets past you. Yes, this kid is a stud.
Ooh, nice putt to make for a birdie.
And that will take him to 5 under. And that makes him tied for first.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Let's take a look at the final hole on the front 9, the 9th, and what a tough tee shot it is.
Is it ever. Players want to avoid the bunker down the left-hand side, so inevitably they push it out to the right-hand side, into the rough, into the trees. Now they've got really very little chance of reaching the green in 2. So this is probably the most difficult tee shot on this front 9, and one they have to find the fairway with.
Playing this shot from about 180 yards. He shares top spot. Oh, this has been a ball striking clinic. Another green in regulation.
Well, the practice is paying off here, Luke. This player is relentless.
Let's return to live play now. Putting for birdie. Ooh, nice looking putt. Ooh, this is a precarious position, if you don't mind me saying, Rich. They have the lead, but there's plenty chasing with just 9 to play.
Yeah, but I like the position. I like being out in front. That forces the other players to come catch you. I like their position.
Looks like they put a good swing on that one. That should find the short stuff. And this shot from about 150 yards out. And choosing the 8-iron here. Well, that's comfortably on the dance floor. Well played.
Now let's switch our focus to Ricky Fowler.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
This putt to get to 7 under the card.
Good stuff today, especially the short game has been really sharp today.
Oh, what a round this is. 7 birdies today. And with that, he'll move to 7 under. Incredible. No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. The par 4 11th resembles the par 4 3rd, doesn't it? The big lake on the left-hand side.
It does. It just has a little more landing room here on the left-hand side, however. But if you lay back, be prepared to go in with a long iron. If you take the driver out and successful, you now turn this challenging hole into almost a birdie opportunity.
Clubbing up, smart. Got to control it though. Let's see. This player is making a statement with that approach shot. I think this rivalry with Ricky Fowler is really inspiring him to fire at those flags.
Beautiful shot. And that will take him to 8 under.
All right, fire at the flags anyway.
To maintain their position on the leaderboard. And the 12th hole, Rich, similar to the 4th hole. Arnold Palmer has really started to mimic front and back 9s.
He does. It's kind of the same thing. Out of bounds out to the right. You got to avoid both those bunkers there, both right and left. You find the fairway. Again, second shot slightly uphill to a green that sits above you. One of the big dangers here, though, is going long. That is a big no-no to miss it long on this 12th.
And just about 8 feet left to the hole.
A chance to get 2 back on the course here.
Come
this one
on.
for eagle.
And that putt will drop.
That was a beautiful putt, should have sank.
Now over to Ricky Fowler.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard.
Our leader is out in front by a whopping 5 strokes. Number 13, not a long hole by anyone's stretch, but the pond in front of the green really plays havoc.
It does, more so than it should. It's just a long iron or a hybrid off the tee. Find the fairway down the right-hand side. Open up the angle for your second shot. And it's obvious, you just don't want to miss your second shot right. So bail out to the left-hand side, make a par. Pretty simple.
Good stroke. Now 6 shots in front after that hole. And another of the uphill par 3s, the 14th, Rich.
This is such a difficult hole because this tee shot lines you up over on the left-hand side where you'll find those bunkers. But if you bail out to the right, well, now you're running into a low area that you have a pretty difficult chip shot to a green that historically is the firmest and fastest on this golf course.
Didn't that look good for a long time?
You finished your work on that hole. Let's take a look at the next one. Will he be able to get out of this one?
Yeah, this is not what they wanted. There might be a couple of hits here.
So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Our leader is up by a whopping 6 shots now. As we get into the closing stretch here at Bay Hill, the 15th, the par 4.
Strong par 4, dog legs from left to right. Don't miss it out to the right in that bunker. Not only are you hitting your second shot out of the trap, but also you've got some magnolia trees to deal with. This is a very difficult fairway to find because that fairway does chase away from you just over that bunker. This is a very strong par 4.
This putt coming up is for birdie.
Now let's switch our focus to Ricky Fowler.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Our current leader is enjoying a 7-stroke advantage.
3 holes remaining, folks. Hang on to your hats. This is going to be a wild and woolly finish.
Oh, well done. Rich, good chance to get this green in 2.
Yes, this player's found the fairway, and now they've got the opportunity to knock this on in 2. Be wary of coming up short and left, obviously in the water, but don't be anxious to miss it out to the right, especially in that bunker that's over in the middle of the green on the right-hand side. That really can wreak havoc with the players. Try and find the green at all costs with this second shot.
Putting for an eagle.
That was a gallant attempt. This putt's about 4 feet from the hole.
This for a birdie run.
Still in the lead now after that hole.
2 holes to go, Luke. I know who I like.
The par 3 17th, Rich, has got a wonderful atmosphere around it. Looks visually quite stunning, but my word, it's a brute.
This hole causes more stress for the players, I think, than any other hole on the golf course, with possibly the exception of number 3. This green is nearly impossible to find as it is so firm historically through the years. You find the green, you make your 3, and you're smiling earlobe to earlobe.
What an opportunity to make a birdie. Okay, steady now. Good chance this one, right on 6 feet. Well, that's a momentum maintainer. Well done. He's currently sitting in first place. Rich, as we head to the finishing hole here at Bay Hill, a famous finishing hole, so much drama over the years, predominantly by the great Tiger Woods. But most of the drama starts off the tee.
It does. This is actually a semi-blind tee shot. There's a mound down the right-hand side of the fairway where you can't see the golf balls land, so players won't know whether they found the fairway or missed it right, or even out on the left-hand side. Most iconic moments in all of golf, in my mind's eye, Robert Gomez holding his second shot here back in 1990 to claim the title.
Lining up here for a chance to win the tournament. What a putt to make. Oh, so close. Hopefully they won't take that too badly. There's another chance here to size them up for the red cardigan that Arnold Palmer made famous. You are the Arnold Palmer Invitational Champion. Congratulations.
And what a week it was. A fantastic victory, sensational victory on arguably one of the tour's hardest golf courses. Way to go. Great win.
And as we recap all our rivalry results, it's a big thank you to our gal on the ground, Henny Koyak, for bringing us all the action from this group today.
No place I would rather be, Luke. What a day it was. Saw some wins, saw some losses. Overall, some great golf and a pleasure to be out here alongside you guys.
I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam, and on behalf of all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, it's goodbye for...
All right. Players champ. Wind on this course gives me hell.
2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at the Players' Championship. Today's coverage is about to start.
I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and out on the course following our feature group is the delightful Henny Koyak. Hello, Henny.
Thank you so much, Luke. I am so happy that I have been put with these two players because they've been going back and forth at each other on social media leading up to this event. They seem to really have something to prove, a bone to pick with each other, and it'll all be settled out on the golf course today.
Yes, he's a big-hearted guy, but he's got a big game too. So look out for HV3, but don't worry if you lose this rivalry, because you'll end up with a great friend indeed.
The first of our birdie opportunities comes second, par 5.
Driver not necessarily required here because you have to shape your tee shot from right to left, and if you're a right-handed golfer, that's not the easiest thing to do. So lefties have a better opportunity, I think, of finding this fairway than most with driver. From there, a second shot over a long bunker to a green that's very narrow, dotted by pot bunkers. Truly is one of the coolest par 5s on this layout.
Getting ready to play their third. Oh, I thought that one was going in.
Putting for birdie here.
It's on a good line.
Oh, son of a
Steady
bitch.
on. Just 3 feet to the cup.
This is what they have left for par here.
And now let's head over to Harold Varner III.
It's been neck and neck. He's actually tied with his rival. This is tough. Can he do it?
And with that, he'll stay right there at even par. Let's take a look at the par 3 third. Straight away mid-iron to short iron shot.
Such a cool little par 3. Love this green. There's a low section in the front and a high section in the back. And anytime they put the pin all the way in the back section of this green, well, I tell you what, good luck on you. If you miss this green long and or left, that bunker sits some 5 feet below the surface of the green.
That's a clever play, that one. Moving up a leaderboard and ahead of their rival. Next up is a par 4. Always a stern test.
Just a small little twisty par 4. Just going to take out a fairway wood, find the fairway, and from there you're going to have a small second shot, probably a wedge.
Christ.
3 distinct sections to this green: the front, the right, and the back left, and all of them have their difficulties when hitting your approach shot into them. However, in my mind's eye, if you find the fairway, you should have a decent look for birdie.
A sensational shot and a chance for a birdie here on the 4th. Ouch, that hurts. An opportunity to make their par. Now that's a bad break there, Rich. Just probably a little bit too much pace.
And now heading over to Harold Varner III.
He's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
So after that effort, this is the current standings on the course. All right, Rich, the par 4 5th. A strong hole this one, isn't it?
Huge mounding down the left-hand side that you want to avoid at all costs. The bunker down the right-hand side, to be fair, is not that bad, but a little further right of that, though, that's the water. You want no part of it. Second shot is downhill to a green. To be fair, that's mostly flat, runs from back left to front right, but one of the more benign greens on this layout.
Just didn't drop. 3 feet to go here to the hole.
Well, HV3 looking a little gloomy because this putt could put him down behind his playing partner.
So no movement on the leaderboard, remaining at even overall. Well, this should find the short grass. Time for the second shot here at the 6th.
Tell you what, they've got their rhythm going there. That's another green in reg.
Not a bad line, this.
That's a lovely putt to make for birdie. Take some pride in that one.
And with it, he moves to 1 under par.
Why don't we catch up with the V-man, Harold Varner III.
Oh, it's 2 under.
Yeah, he needs to press on that gas pedal. He's 2 strokes back from his rival.
Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. As we go from a wonderful little par 4, we go to a challenging, longer par 4, the 7th.
Par 4, 451 yards, all sorts of danger down the left-hand side. Hit your tee shot out to the right. Second shot, find the green, 2-putt, and sprint to the tee on the 8th.
Yeah, nicely played.
Outside chance here for the birdie.
Here's Harold Varner III. Okay, let's get back to it, shall we?
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Firm back up the hill. This will be a good one.
Oh!
A par putt on the table.
And there it is. Currently 1 under for the round. The 8th hole, a long par 3 stretching 240 yards at its maximum. It's no sleeper, that's for sure.
I don't find anything sleepy about this hole. The front of the screen is so narrow. There's no place to land it, especially when they put the flag stick there. This hole will grab your attention, as it should, because it's a long iron to a sliver of an opening. Even when they put the pin on the right-hand side, you want no part of it. The center of the green all day long here.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it?
And now let's head over to Harold Varner III.
He's 2 strokes behind his rival this week.
And let's see what that shot did to the leaderboard. Now 5 strokes behind. The final hole on the opening 9 at TPC Sawgrass Stadium course, Rich, is a clever 3-shotter.
Par 5, 583 yards from the back. Most players would play this as a 3-shotter. Just find the fairway out to the left. Second shot out to the right. Sets up a very simple 3rd shot to a very narrow green. Miss it right or left, good luck getting it up and down.
Oh, I like the courage here, Rich, getting after this par 5 in 2.
As they should. What a play. Hopefully they'll be rewarded for that play.
There we go.
Rich, this player's just a few shots back with the last 9 to play. Did you prefer to be the greyhound or the bunny?
I want to be the greyhound. I'm sprinting away if I possibly can. This player's 3 back. They need to start sprinting.
Yep, give yourself a pat on the back. And what are we looking at here, Henny?
And from around 135 yards.
Lovely effort, that. And this putt to move into the top 5. That's frustrating. It's just about 3 feet away.
This for par.
Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard after that effort.
5 strokes here.
There's some birdie holes out on this course, and the 11th is certainly one of those, but there are some troublesome spots if you get out of play.
There definitely is trouble, but the thing I love about this hole the most, Luke, is that there's so many different ways to play it. Most players will take driver off the tee, but from there, now it's anybody's ball game. You don't have to go for the green on the second shot. You can lay it up over the left. You can lay it up over to the right. You can lay it up long left. There's so many different ways of attacking this hole. Each individual is going to do it differently. I love the second shot on this hole.
Oh dear, that's on the beach. How close was that to going in the hole? Great shot. This one's for birdie. Okay, let's head to the next. To the top 5 he goes. Currently 4 under for the round.
Getting closer to that top spot on the leaderboard. This is getting interesting.
Well, the tee shot is all that matters on the short par 4 12th. Most players can reach the green. It's just the decision whether the player goes for it or not.
They can, but they better be aware that there's a lot of danger up there. Water left obviously is no good, but even bailing out to the right in those dunes, in the mounds, and little pot bunkers on top of those mounds, well, forget about it. That's not a good space either, especially since the green does run pretty hard from right to left. If you want to take this hole on with driver and expecting to make 3, well, you need to realize that a 5 and a 6 could be easily made as well.
Be nice to see this one go down. Let's see if they make it. That was a gallant attempt. A good opportunity here, just 6 feet to the hole. Well, this was the conundrum, wasn't it? When the new rule came in, did they leave the flag stick in or did they take it out? I'm pretty sure they wish they would have taken it out there. Trailing by 4 strokes. Well, as you start to head for home here at TPC Sawgrass, you're blessed with this wonderful par 3 13th.
And this is a really cool par 3. You've got 3 distinct areas on the green, front right, all the way on the left-hand side, and the back right. Wherever they put the pin is going to dictate what shot shape you want to have into that green. I think it's a really cool design because it requires you to think about how you want the golf ball to land on the green and the way you want it to bounce. I think Pete Dye did a great job in designing this green.
Back-to-back bogeys is not working for me here. Screwed twice by the flag stick.
Currently 2 under for the event.
And moving down the leaderboard as well.
Plenty of trouble around this golf course. The 14th, the par 4, represents a number of that.
If you hit it down the left-hand side, the golf ball will chase a long way, but you'll be blocked out by some trees. You hit it out to the right, you're going to be on top of a mound, but you'll have a really good idea of what's in front of you. This hole historically plays as one of the toughest ones on the back 9, and it's all because of where that green sits. It sits from right to left with a decent amount of movement in it. It is not straightforward at all. This hole causes players all kinds of problems.
No, this whole course causes
And now heading over to Harold Varner III.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
So after that effort, this is what the
win the
leaderboard
FedEx
looks like.
Cup and all that shit.
And staying right where they were in today's rankings after that. The par 4 15th again requires another strong tee shot because there's some trees in the way, Rich.
One of the more simple tee shots on the golf course, par 4, 470 yards. Just a little fade required off the tee to the fairway. The green sits up above the fairway a little bit, surrounded by a couple of bunkers, but I gotta say, I like this hole. It's straightforward, it's simple, before you head into the final 3.
Damn, that thing broke.
Was that a rush of blood? Just 6 feet between he and the hole.
That gets the job done.
Trailing by 5 shots after that hole. As we head to the 16th tee, the famous par 5 reached the start of the gauntlet.
Fun-filled adventure waits. Find the fairway, and let's see how brave you are. Do you want to take on the second shot and try and knock it on the green? Of course you do, but watch out. Lots of water awaiting a wayward second.
This is the all-important stretch. Time to make your move. Well struck. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Oh, the breeze has just got up. You see where the flags are flickering, and it's straight back up into this player.
And here we are with the 3rd shot. 5 shots off the pace. How close was that to going down?
Why didn't it go
Great
down?
touch. Really nicely played.
Love watching this player around the greens.
And with that, that's their 4th birdie. And with that, he'll move to 3 under par. And after that effort, this is how the field is shaping up. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. Rich, the par 3 17th, honestly one of the most famous in golf, but it's a really tough test when the pressure's at its highest.
When you play here in a practice round, it looks like you could just throw it on there. But when you're in a tournament round, it doesn't even look like it exists. The hole changes so much when the tournament starts. That's what I love about it. You just add 35,000 people who are having some fun and ready to heckle you if you knock it in the water. Good luck. Enjoy.
And racking up their 5th birdie of the day. I will take that also into the top 5 now. He finds himself currently tied for 5th.
Gotta like it. Moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Let's head to the finishing hole. This wonderful par 4 18th. Wonderful only if you're a spectator.
It's wonderful if you're not playing it for a lot of cash. It's just one of the most difficult, visually intimidating holes I think you'll ever face in your life. Somehow, try and hit it down the right-hand side of the fairway, keep it out of the rough, and from there, hit it out to the right-hand side of the green somehow, also keeping it out of the rough or that pot bunker short right. Listen, you'd be happy to make 5 here, that's for sure. 4s are magnificent. 3s are unicorns. They really don't happen that much. It is such a difficult, demanding finishing hole, probably one of the toughest in championship golf.
And Henny, I thought this player was being a little cocky when they took on this rival, but not only did they take them on, they beat them down. This was an old-fashioned smackdown.
Luke,
Old-fashioned smackdown.
I'm not often wrong about, well, anything, but apparently I was today. I need to go and lick my wounds.
.2K Sports and the PGA Tour proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Valspar Championship is about to begin.
I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hey Luke and Rich, I'm looking forward to treading the fairways again with these two because they were absolute fire the first time round, and I have a feeling that after their exchanges on social media, it'll be even more spicy out here.
Well, I'm certainly looking forward to following along with these two. This is a rivalry that could be one for the ages. Can't wait to see what sort of excitement they generate.
A chance for a birdie if this goes down.
Ooh, nice line. Appears to have overcooked this one. There's part of about 6 feet coming up.
This is what they have left for par.
He's in a tie for 14th place. Water is a feature here at the Copperhead course of Innisbrook Resort, Rich, and it comes into play at the second.
Downhill tee shot, you want to keep your tee shot out to the right as best you can to take out the trees that hug the left-hand side. Green sits well above the player's second shot. They won't see how close they hit it from the fairway. Trying to get it to move a little bit to the left here.
And wow, what an approach. That was a golf shot. Justin Rose may be feeling a bit of pressure in this rivalry after that performance.
A bit long on that one.
An opportunity to make a par here.
So no movement there. The player remains at even par. The Copperhead course at Innisbrook can really bite you, especially if you're slightly wayward, and there's one of those holes right here at the third, Rich.
Decisions to be made. The fairway narrows up. Should you take driver out? Also the water on the right. So players more than likely laying back with some kind of fairway wood.
Wonderfully played.
Time to take a look at Justin Rose.
It's been neck and neck. He's actually tied with his rival. This is tough. Can he do it?
All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
Yeah, he's got just over 16 feet here.
Oh, what a super shot. And this player's moving up on the leaderboard after that hole. The fourth hole, the first of the par threes on the property, and you've got to be dialed in on your number.
This is a challenging par 3, no doubt about it, Luke. This green pitches from right to left and from front to back, making it almost impossible to get it super close unless you have a perfect number into this par 3.
And now over to Justin Rose.
He's got some work to do, but he's only one back from his rival.
Okay, time to return to the action. A chance to move to a couple under the card with this putt.
All right, guys, this for 2 birdies in a row.
Oh, so close. Trailing by a few shots after that hole. Stretching out over 600 yards means the par 5 fifth is no snack.
It is. Luke, I rarely say that par 5s on the PGA Tour are challenging, but this is definitely one of them. It's an uphill tee shot and a second shot that is downhill, moving from right to left, that's completely blind for these players. There is a tree about 100 yards out, which is going to be something they aim at when they lay up. Third shot, though, is very basic, down the hill to a fairly flat green surrounded by some bunkers. More than likely, most players are going to have to lay it up on this par 5.
Hoping for a bounce here, preferably to the left. And this putt to move them into a tie for second. Ooh, right by the hole.
That was
Putting
ridiculous.
for a par now.
And the putt drops, and we're moving on. Currently 1 under for the day.
A little too much.
The 6th hole at Innisbrook's Copperhead course, Rich. It's a challenging one, isn't it?
If you find the fairway off the tee here, you are an amazing human being. The fairway tilts from right to left very significantly. Holding the fairway is almost impossible.
This is Justin Rose.
Henny, I'm sure you've got a better look of that lie.
It's not on the fairway, but it's not bad. It's a good lie in the first cut. Yeah, this is lovely.
That should set up another chance. 13 feet to the hole. Oh, so close. That was a top-level approach shot, but unfortunately they walk off the green with a par. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Standing on the 7th tee, players get to breathe a sigh of relief having the 6th behind them.
You know, Luke, this is sneaky hard, to be fair. You don't need driver, and so you might get lulled to sleep a little bit by taking 3-wood out just for position. Any misses to the right or the left, and you'll be blocked out by some pretty gnarly trees. The green tilts from right to left ever so slightly, and watch out for those deep bunkers fronting this green. They'll grab your golf ball in a hurry.
And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard. And back to the course with the live action. And this putt to move into a tie for 4th place.
And I shanked it.
Big putt for par coming up. Currently 1 under for the tournament.
I shanked it.
Well, if you haven't felt snake bitten already, the 8th at 230 yards, Rich, will certainly get you.
Everybody loves a 230-yard par 3, don't we, Luke? They're just wonderful, wonderful designs, and I'm laughing because this is nearly impossible. This green is just a sliver up there. A high shot moving a little bit from left to right is an absolute must on this par 3.
Always positive coming off a birdie. Let's see what happens here. Well, that's a handy shot. And playing this one from around 120 yards out. 2 strokes off the lead. Oh, this one should find the surface. Good shot this. 7 feet to the cup.
Looking for another birdie here.
Good looking putt. Not sure how that putt came up shy.
I hate to use the word choke, Luke, but that's exactly what happened there. A flat-out choke.
What's in front of them, Henny?
Straight back up this hill. Can be firm here.
Oh, I'm interested in my buddy Beamer's thoughts at this duel after 9 holes.
Well, after 9, so far so good. It's great to see these two players stepping up, getting the best out of the games. It'll be interesting to see exactly who's going to be ahead at the end of the tournament.
From around 140 yards here, just a couple back from our leader. Not bad. This putt will move them to 3 under par. This one's online.
And that will drop in for a birdie.
And that will take him to 3 under. Very few parts of the golf course make you feel comfortable, but chance of birdie at 11.
Finally, we have a birdie hole. Just avoid that bunker down the left-hand side. Find the right-hand side of the fairway. And you can go ahead and chase one up there. Even if you can't get it on the green in 2, that front bunker is not a bad leave. But beware, there are some trees over on the right-hand side that could block you out.
This one might just sneak off the fairway. Getting ready to play their third.
Just 2 shots behind.
What the fuck was that?
This would be a great up and down. Wow, that almost went in the hole. Job done. Let's head to the next.
Time to take a look at Justin Rose.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Now 3 strokes back after that hole. Well, a birdie's also in your heart, standing on the 12th tee. A short par 4, Rich. Decisions to be made?
Just a long iron or a hybrid for this tee shot here, Luke. Second shot, you're coming in with some kind of short iron to a green that's protected by a deep bunker in the front.
Playing from around 150 yards here. Only a few shots off the pace. Going with the 9-iron, I think. Should find the green here.
And now over to Justin Rose.
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
Let's get back to it, shall we?
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Just got to use the touch of a feather. Barely has to blow on it. This is just downhill.
And that's their 4th birdie of the day. And with that, he'll move to 4 under par.
And after that hole, this player sits in second, trailing Ricky Fowler.
Well, now things have gotten interesting. Closing the gap.
Going with the 5-iron here. Well, take notes, folks. That's how you do it.
This putt to move their way to the top of the leaderboard.
Oh, come on.
This putt for a share of the lead. And down she goes.
Time to take a look at Justin Rose.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks right now.
And after that hole, they're currently in a tie for the lead with Ricky Fowler.
The second of the back 9 par 5s, Rich 14. There's plenty to it.
Only the biggest hitters in the game can reach this one in 2, so any tee shot just out to the right is ideal. That way it leaves an easier shot out to the left for your layup. The third shot will be going downhill to a green that tilts from back to front, guarded by a deep bunker over on the left-hand side. If you find the fairway with your second shot, you've got a really good chance to hit your third in there close.
Six feet remaining to the cup.
A little birdie look in here.
Ouch, that hurts.
And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole.
Come on.
And now we have this player currently tied for first with Ricky Fowler.
The long par 3 continues to be a feature here at the Copperhead course, and 15's no different.
It is. Thankfully, though, this is the flattest green, or one of the flattest greens on the golf course here. It's basically just a long iron down the hill to this flat green, but don't miss it left. That is no good.
And he needs this to save par. Oh, get in. And gets that putt to drop. Gutsy effort.
Nicely done. Well fought hole right there. Bunkered off the tee, but makes that nice par save.
Well, as you enter the dreaded snake pit here at Innisbrook's Copperhead course, Rich, you know where you stand on the 16th tee.
This tee shot forces your hand. You must take it down the right-hand side in order to have a good look at this green for your second shot. Any misses out to the left, you're going to find the trees and all sorts of trouble.
That's nicely done. A chance to move to 5 under par. This is a good chance.
That one raced by. Bit of work coming back.
Unable to take advantage of the great approach there, Rich.
And now over to Justin Rose.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
The final hole of the Snake Pit, an uphill par 3. Again, 210 plus yards.
The final challenging par 3 on this golf course. Good news is, though, is the green funnels in from both the right.
Oh, can you believe it?
That was all luck, but listen, luck counts in this game. Mark me down for a 1, I say.
Oh, that's an absolute beauty, hey, Beamer. Why don't we take another look at it?
I mean, what can you say about a shot like this? This was absolute perfection.
Boom. Hole in one.
Looking at the scoreboard now, and this player is currently in top spot with Ricky Fowler in second.
The closing hole of Innisbrook's Copperhead course is also the final hole of the Snake Pit, and this one here has everything going against it.
Lay it back, and you're going to have a long second shot back up the hill. But if you take driver and find the fairway, you'll be rewarded with a very short second shot.
Oh, what a gorgeous looking shot that is, Rich.
And with this putt, he will win the event.
Hey, that's a chant. And there's your Valspar Championship champion, Rich. What a week.
Absolutely great playing all week
Oh,
long.
look at that.
Must say it was a hard-fought but well-earned victory.
Did a hole in one?
Well, they came, they saw, and they conquered. They took down a fierce rival, and that's a victory they should be proud of, Henny.
Yes, Luke, no one could catch this player, let alone their rival.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. On behalf of Rich Beam,
I'm
I'm
really
Luke
gonna win that
Helvey.
one.
Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow.
All right.
2K Sports,
Last
in
match of the
association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup.
We're at the Valero Texas Open. Today's coverage is about to kick off.
I'm Luke Helvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group today.
Hi, Luke and Rich. Looking forward to following these two players again as they reignite their rivalry. I have a feeling we'll be in for some more exciting golf as these two battle it out.
So that's the
We'll be right
final
back.
word from Beamer. Let's see how this one goes. That's some good golf right there. Time for the second shot here on the second hole. And now over to Tony Finau.
He's one stroke behind his rival in this event.
And here we are with the third shot. Oh, this will be good for the momentum. Let's make this birdie putt. Well played.
2 in a row there, Luke, getting their groove on.
He's currently tied for first. Rich, let's head to the par 3 third, the first of our shorter holes.
You really hope that the wind is not blowing into your face on this tee shot and making it that much more difficult and longer. This green's perched up high. There's runoffs all around the left-hand side and the back portion of it, and obviously you want no part of coming up short. Players that find this green will find it difficult to two-putt as there's lots of humps and bumps and swales in it.
And after that performance, they'll stay right where they are in the standings. The fourth is one of the stronger par 4s at TPC San Antonio, stretching 485 yards.
This is a very narrow driving area, especially where that fairway bunker comes into play down the left-hand side. Second shot is to a green that runs from right to left with a deep bunker down the left-hand side. Anything missed out to the right is no bargain either, as there is a runoff area out to the right-hand side. This is a difficult par 4.
Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
Trying to get back to even par with this putt. So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. He finds himself in a share of the lead. Well, TPC San Antonio gives you a few chances to get after the golf course, Rich, and right here at the 5th, there's a decision to be made off the tee.
This is an excellent opportunity to be brave, knock it on with the driver. If you lay back with an iron, a very straightforward pitch, but I just don't see the players wanting to lay up.
Nice recovery there.
Oh, Dr. Chapinski strikes again.
And Rich, why don't we just get a little Tiger highlight from a moment ago? Always lovely to see a long-range bomb made. Let's recap it. And how did that shot impact the score? Let's have a look at the leaderboard.
Hasn't.
Time to see what this par 4 has in store.
Players must find the fairway, avoiding that bunker down the right-hand side, but from there, second shot is up the hill to a green that runs away from the players ever so slightly, but still going in with a short iron into this par 4, a birdie is definitely makeable.
From about 100 yards. He's currently tied for the lead. That goes down for an eagle.
Check out this little beauty. Nice touch. Yes, sir. Gets it to go.
Look at that.
Luke, love it. Let's take another look.
Perfect distance, perfectly judged, and look at that. Straight in the hole.
Look at that.
And with that, he's now broken the tie, all alone at the top of the leaderboard. The par 3 7th, Rich, has this big cavernous bunker that sits right in the front center of the green.
And it's a triple tier green as well, Luke. It shares it with the third hole. Anything missed out to the right will be fine, although you'll be in a low area. It will be difficult to get it super close. But yes, you must avoid the bunker on the left-hand side. It is cavernous, as you see.
Leading by 3 strokes now. Welcome to this hole. It's a par 5. That looks to be a fairway finder to me. Time for the second shot at the 8th.
That dog will hunt.
Getting ready to play their third.
Currently leading by 3.
A great shot here at the 8th and a chance for birdie.
Let's take a look at what Tony Finau's up to.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
And he's down there. You got a read?
Yeah, he's been prowling around this one. It's 11 foot out. This for a birdie run.
This one's looking good.
And he just keeps putting a gap on the rest of the field. What a putt to hole.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. The closing hole on this front 9 at TPC San Antonio is a strong par 4.
Looks like they got all of that one. That's on a good line.
And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Setting up here from about 175 yards.
Opting for the 6-iron.
This should play.
A quality shot, that. And let's have a look at Tony Finau.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole. The wind was howling, but that didn't matter.
Okay, let's get back to the action. Trying to get to 9 under for the event with this opportunity.
Rolling end over end. This putt's looking great.
And mark it down. That's birdie number 7 on the scorecard. Here we go, Rich. In the lead, late in the championship. It's exciting.
Well, Luke, it's been fun watching this player duke it out with their rival, that's for sure. They're winning the rivalry thus far. Should be fun to see where these two end up at the end of the event.
Atta boy, good shot. And they're playing from about 140 yards out. Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. That was special. And Henny, what are they looking at here?
Setting up this putt 11 feet from the cup. What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
Leading by 5 shots after that. Another birdie opportunity lies at the par 4 11th, but players must navigate the fairway bunkers.
Tee shots must be placed on the left-hand side to get the best view and angle for their second shots as this green sits below the player and moves from left to right. Tee shots down the right might be closer, but it's going to leave a second shot over a deep bunker and making it that much more difficult to get close.
What the hell is going on here?
All over it.
Oh, it's
Yep,
not?
that shot safely on the green.
An opportunity for a birdie here.
Their short game has been very impressive. They've been really sharp today.
In she goes. Let's head to the next. And now over to Tony Finau.
He's happy, just came off a birdie.
And after that effort, that's how it looks. Our current leader enjoys a 5-shot advantage. Reach this par 4 12th, really challenging, especially around the green.
This tee shot is underrated in difficulty-wise. This is not an easy tee shot as this fairway pitches from left to right. You want to skirt the bunker down the left-hand side as best possible to find the fairway. Second shot from there goes straight uphill and surrounded by 2 of the deepest bunkers on the golf course. As they say, Luke, everything is bigger in Texas, and these bunkers are proof of that.
Always nice to have a birdie putt.
Oh, they're going to walk this one in.
Oh, that's a sensational putt to make. And what about the glimpse they just gave their rival? Come and catch me now.
Oh, I'd like to have one more look at that shot.
What an amazing putt from way out.
Yeah, look at that.
And with that hole behind them, they currently lead ahead of Tiger Woods, who's second.
13's a long par 3 measuring 245 yards, Rich, but it is playing downhill.
Downhill to a sliver of a green, however. Anything missed out to the right will leave a very challenging pitch shot to a green that'll sit well above them. Come up short in those bunkers, that's no bargain either. A 3 here, well, you done good.
Let's catch up with the current proceedings. Trying to get to 11 under with this putt.
This for back-to-back birdies.
It's tracking. 1 wheat bix too many, I think. This putt just 5 feet away from the hole.
Oh, shit.
Just missed. Let's try and make this one. And only drop the 1 shot. So, still currently in the lead after that hole, but Tiger Woods is lurking in 2nd place. What do you think of the 14th, Rich? A par 5, 575 yards.
This is a really good par 5 here, Luke. Tee shot wants to favor the right-hand side of the fairway, if at all possible, shortening the hole some 20 yards. Second shot must avoid those fairway bunkers down the right and on the left-hand side. A narrow opening to this green should players go for it in 2.
And here we are with the 3rd shot. Oh, wonderfully played chip shot.
Great touch.
Let's take a look at what Tony Finau's up to.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
And looking at the standings now, and they're currently in 1st place, ahead of Tiger Woods, who's 2nd.
As we start heading for home, Rich, we find ourselves on the tee at the 15th.
Could be the hardest hole on the golf course, Luke. Tee shot must avoid that bunker down the right-hand side. Second shot is to a green that's perched above the fairway and surrounded by 4 bunkers that are mean. This hole could make or break a player's day.
Terrific shot into the 15th and a chance for birdie. A good opportunity here, just 6 feet to the hole.
Looking for another birdie here.
They make it. Now 10 under par. Just a handful of holes to go.
What a great feeling being that far ahead with just 4 to play.
And Rich, the 16th hole here at TPC San Antonio, a bit of an ode to the 6th at Riviera.
They say imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. 16th looks just like 6 at Riviera. Missed that bunker in the center of the green, and you should be okay.
Putting for birdie.
Oh!
Just didn't drop. And that should secure the par on this one. And let's have a look at Tony Finau.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
And after that effort, let's take a look at how it stands. Our leader is currently enjoying a 4-stroke advantage.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on?
As we get down the stretch here at TPC San Antonio, there's a number of options that can be taken. This 17th is a fascinating hole.
Luke, if it's playing downwind, a driver is a must. If it's back into the wind, take out the iron for safety.
Good shot there, Beamer. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
Can't be too aggressive here. Take your medicine and move on. This is down the hill.
Get excited. This could go in. He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it.
And now over to Tony Finau.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
And with that hole behind us, they're currently in the lead with Tiger Woods in 2nd place. Well, while the closing hole at TPC San Antonio can be reached in 2, Rich, it's all set up by the tee shot.
Tee shot must find the fairway. If not, you have water hazards left and bunkers right that will gobble up that 2nd shot if you're slightly out of position.
Nicely done. Getting ready to play their 3rd.
Now a 3-shot lead over the field.
Oh, they're dialed in. It's an absolute clinic. And he can win the event here if he can hold this putt. That's frustrating. When you're good enough to tame TPC San Antonio, you deserve to don the cowboy boots and big champion's hat. Congratulations to our Valero Texas Open winner.
Time to take those out and do a little 2-step and on to the next tournament, Luke. What a win here in Texas.
Yep. Go.
Well, we saw the good, bad, and sometimes the ugly, didn't we? But it was certainly beautiful from the words that came out of Henny Koyak's mouth. Thank you, Henny, for your action today.
Oh, Luke, I've seen some things that I'll never forget, both good and bad, but I had an absolute blast doing it. It was brilliant to watch. Those rivalries, I mean, wow.
All right, everybody. We're going to call it a night. Catch you guys probably tomorrow. Playing a little different game. All right.